Nesbeth's first interview since the passing of his beloved wife and historic performance at the inauguration ceremony of Jamaica's new Prime Minister. Anthony B promises a super special treat as he gets set to break 6-year performance drought in home country Jamaica.
Welcome the king of the dancehall.
Billboard rep weighs in on Dancehall King controversy.
Shonda Paul.
And do we have the next breakout Caribbean international star
Just wanna lose it now.
on our hands? Yes, and she'll be on our stage, I would say.
Feeling so unnatural.
Those stories plus this week's E-News, on the road and more are all coming up. Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Winford Williams. We'll be back.
Me work hard, so me have to get my reward. No boy can't call me no fraud. So me work hard, give thanks to Father God.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
Welcome back, I'm Tiffany Ellis. TV host Yannick emerges the queen of social media this week, while the Towerman icon is at it again with one more stunt. Our E-News and Reviews package begins right now.
Oh my God.
It was a busty week for the radio personality and the TV host, as her body parts became the center of much attention.
Baby got bad light.
After these pics were posted on social media, taken at Britjam 2016 in Montego Bay. Breast and butt augmentation, plastic surgery, implants, whatever you call it, was thrown her way by hundreds of social media tetes. Memes were created in her breast's honor. Phone calls were being made. People were being tagged on Instagram left, right, and center. The self-styled curvaceous diva had become social media queen almost overnight. And while the internet almost broke, the woman at the center of it all seemed to sit by and welcome all the attention, collected many new followers, and has since released a statement, neither denying nor owning up to the allegations, but rather touted herself as being a sex symbol and promised a brand new reality show. And speaking of Britjam, the event dominated the entertainment space in Jamaica this week, and no doubt social media. From the appearance of superstar model Black China and her Kardashian boyfriend Rob, to Aishana getting attention for her so-called raunchy attire and performance, to the clash of Gully Bop and Chin. Chin, who is new to the stage, held her own with bombs aimed at the bop, but was no match for her more experienced ex, who took the stage after and totally owned the crowd. The Towerman icon, known for his 2014 Zip FM tower climbing stunt, has not given up on his quest for radio play in Jamaica. The dancehall artist's latest stunt was to set up this camping site outside the IRFM HQ in Ocho Rios, demanding that his new single Make a Wish be played. Well, after a night over and some talking to by law enforcement, his stance in the name of his art ended as he was escorted off the premises by police. But his efforts didn't go in vain.
The Jamaica people, you know, you them try.
As support for the artist came in droves on social media, with persons putting into sharp focus the argument about the unfair treatment by radio stations meted out against upcoming artists.
And we out there camp and try look at it. One jeep of police them send for icon come back up again. But that's one of them things they here.
And now it's time to go on the road with Jason Williams in the second city, Montego Bay.
I think I need it, baby. I not leaving jam and you I need it. Oh, yes I need it. Oh, I think I need it.
The old hospital park on Bottom Road in the second city is where the Ponder Road journey takes us this week, and Montego Bay being the home of some of the biggest entertainment offerings on the island, the energy tonight is expected to be high. Oh, you're enjoying yourself here.
I love the vibes, real vibes. And right now, Upperton. Look at me hand. Look at me hand. Upperton and the real vibe. The carnival, me surprise music and me just hear say down here, me just pass through and so me come deep and walk on. It's a good look.
Mobile! All who wish Miss Kitty happy birthday! Say la 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 la. Yeah!
Happy birthday to the fluffy little Miss Kitty.
We are celebrating her birthday here on the road, and without her it couldn't be happening. So, Miss Kitty, what's up? What's the vibe? Happy birthday!
I was ambushed, but it's really nice to know that you do your work and people are observing and admiring. Well, you know what, the Montegonians have come out in their numbers, and what I love about Montego Bay is that we have our visitors. So we had some people from Denmark, from England, and them come and learn to dance moves. And that's what Carnival on the Road is all about, the people, the culture. And there are other people who come from different countries who will take home a part of Jamaica.
The energy is amazing tonight. From start, well, we're almost finished. As you can see in the background, everybody's having a fantastic time with Digital and Appleton on the road.
So that's the story of Pond the Road in Montego Bay. When next you see us, we will be in Brownstown, St. Anne.
Everybody point to the sea, point to the water, run into the water, point to the water, run to the water, that's that.
All right, so those are the stories making e-news and reviews for this week. Coming up, Nesbeth's first interview since the passing of his wife and a historic performance at the inauguration ceremony of Jamaica's new Prime Minister. Anthony B is set to break a 6-year performance drought right here in Jamaica. Billboard Rev weighs in on Dancehall King controversy.
Welcome the king of the dancehall.
And do we have the next breakout Caribbean international star on our hands?
Just wanna lose it now.
All one-on-one coming up with Winford after this break.
Welcome the king of the dancehall. One bed, one floor against wall.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Patricia Mesquino is a contributing writer at Billboard magazine. She can be considered Jamaica and the Caribbean's ambassador to Billboard, as most of her writings are about the music and culture of the region. We spoke to her last week right here on stage about a number of controversial issues surrounding reggae music and the 122-year-old Billboard publication. Pat, so good to have you.
Pleasure to be here, Winford. Thank you.
So good. I mean, we've seen yours is a face that many Jamaicans will recognize, especially those who go to entertainment events across Jamaica and the region. So which do you prefer to be called? Jamaica and the Caribbean's ambassador to Billboard, or Billboard's ambassador to the Caribbean?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I guess I think the way you first phrased it was kind of nice. I think I'll go with that.
You're truly Caribbean now. All right. Okay. Well, all right. So let's explain your work at Billboard for us.
Yeah. I've been writing with Billboard on and off for a little more than 10 years. You know, I'm a contributing writer. It's a long-standing freelance writer, like specializing in reggae, other Caribbean as well, but reggae and dancehall far dominate the other Caribbean genres. That I have done some pieces on soca, calypso, steel pan, but the reggae and dancehall coverage far outweighs anything I've done in those genres.
All right, and that brings me to the biggest, latest controversy as it relates to reggae, as it relates to dancehall.
Yes.
Because there's a declaration by Billboard that the king of dancehall is Sean Paul.
Yes.
And that is causing quite a stir in the Jamaican space.
Yes, as I've been hearing pretty much everywhere.
How do they reach that conclusion?
Well, this was an article that a writer put out as part of looking at the success that Drake and Rihanna are having with the song Rihanna and Drake, I should say. And, you know, very much a dancehall rhythm.
Track, yes.
But it's been called, a writer at another publication mistakenly referred to it as tropical house, which I know is another touchstone issue.
Right, it's one of them.
Yes. Right, but so I think this writer was just making a point about it's very much a dancehall track, but in her wider context, I believe it was a female writer, in her wider context, she made a point that the king of dancehall being based on sales of the music, not on influence, not on popularity here in Jamaica, but just looking at sales according to SoundScan, according to the Billboard chart. Okay. And that would be Sean Paul, just from that perspective.
Well, yes, absolutely. That's what I thought. But they need to clarify these statements when they make them.
Right, exactly.
Because there's another side to the argument. Because when it comes to influence and popularity in this space, in Jamaica and the diaspora, Jamaican diaspora, and they may even put in the Caribbean, there may be a different story. That may be a different story.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt Sean Paul is the biggest selling dancehall artist ever in terms of actual record sales.
Right.
Do they understand the backlash? Billboard?
Yes, in fact, like I know there was even bigger backlash about Joss Stone topping the...
Bigger than this one? It's bigger than this?
I think so, because it seemed like that went on. And that was right around Christmas time, and it just like the new year came in and people were still like about Joss Stone topping the charts. And
it's about numbers.
Yes. It's
most of these things will
purely
be
based on numbers. It's nothing about artist creativity or anyone's perception as an album being the best or better than the other 9 or whatever. It is purely based on numbers. And Joss Stone, you know, is a pop artist who has sold millions of records versus everybody else on that chart, who, other than Bob Marley, everybody else who has just sold thousands of records. So for her, selling 29,000 copies, which was the biggest selling reggae album for 2015, that's like a drop in the bucket compared to some of her previous albums that have sold millions and millions of copies. You know,
is it a global approach, market per market? The US as one market, for example, Europe, the UK as a separate market. How do they?
For the particular the Billboard reggae album chart, that is US data. That is US
strictly
sales.
US.
Yeah.
So Joss Stone, for example, would have had to release her records in the US to get that declaration, right?
Right, exactly, which she most certainly did, and her, you know, her company released it there, as they released it in other territories. I think it sold pretty well in her own UK as well. But some artists are just not plugged into the whole SoundScan system and the whole technology of how it works. It's very basic, and I mean, if you go on website, they could very much tell you. Nielsen, you know, gives you a lot of information. There's also phone numbers to call should you not be able to navigate through everything or have a specific question that you don't see. I know they're very helpful because there is a lot of there can be a lot of misunderstanding, not just artists coming from here, but across the board about how it works, how your sales are registered, how to register an album in the first place. So sometimes I think a lot of artists are missing out on potential sales being recorded because their albums are not registered.
So when this declaration then that Sean Paul is the dancehall king would be based on sales just in the US, or would it considered other places in the world?
For that, it was considered just US sales, because back in, I mean, Sean Paul's had some very successful albums. Back as recent as 2009, he was the biggest selling artist in reggae for that year. And for the 2000s, the decade of the 00s, he was Billboard's best reggae artist, best-selling reggae artist of the decade. So he sold, I mean, he moved several million albums during that time.
Patricia, what a pleasure it is to have you right here on stage and to explain so much for us.
My honor to be here. Thank
you
you so much.
Stay with us. Still to come right here on stage.
Just wanna lose it now.
The Caribbean may be on the verge of another international breakout star. Anthony B breaks a 6-year drought in terms of performance in Jamaica.
You're my everything.
And later, Nesbeth, first one-on-one since historic performance at Jamaica House and the passing of his beloved wife. All coming up.
Me a take plain like JUTC. When you see me, it's on TV. Shows after shows after shows after shows.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
She is an Anguillan artist whose backing in music links her to major international players like Backstreet Boys, Selena Gomez,
I want you all to myself.
Adam Lambert, and more.
What do you want from me?
Her visit to Jamaica at this time is to put forward a project produced by acclaimed producer Colin Bulby York. She's Deanna, who brings us right now her Ghost on our stage. Hello.
Hi.
Good to have you.
Same to you.
Oh,
well, thanks for having me.
It's nice to have you, my dear. So, welcome to Jamaica.
Thank you.
I take it as it's your first time?
Yes, it is. I just came 2 hours ago, but I saw the amazing view from up in the sky, so I'm like...
You haven't been able to see much yet?
No, not
just
as yet.
Just a little piece of Kingston?
Yeah.
All right. So, what was Jamaica to you? I mean, you've been from Anguilla. Thinking about Jamaica and the perception and so on. What are some of the things in your head?
Vibes.
Vibes.
Yes.
Vibes.
Vibes. Yeah.
Lots of music.
Yes.
And lots of excitement.
Yes.
in
Just
Jamaica.
vibes, like good vibes on
Good
the whole.
vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you're not disappointed when
I'm not.
When your visit is over. How long will you be here for?
Until next week, Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your project will be completed by then.
Yes.
All right, so to tell us about where your music is at this time.
Okay, so right now I'm just doing some recording here and there. I usually travel to LA and I record with major record label producers and I work with Shamani and Max Goose. He used to be vice president of Def Jam. And, you know, we're just back and forth, but I'm based in Anguilla.
Oh, so would you consider yourself a startup?
For now, yeah.
You're still trying to.
Yeah, for now.
Searching for that break. So you're working on your
yes,
projects.
I am.
You're working on your music and your cataloging. All right. So let's not keep our viewers in any more suspense. Let's go to a piece of your music so they can get to hear the talent.
Okay.
Here we go.
In the midst of the night, in the midst of the night, when everyone's asleep, he comes out from where he hides. It's a different life, filled with hurt, filled with fright, and from me, he wants love, so he tries and he tries.
All right, Ghost Love is the title of that one. Deanna is the name of the artist from the tiny island of Anguilla. Wow, nice. Great song. What do you describe it? What do you call this?
It's a mixture of pop and reggae. I always wanted to, from young, I always wanted to infuse that, because I'm a pop artist originally, but I always wanted to infuse pop with a little Caribbean flavor with it.
So what is reggae in Anguilla?
Oh, it's big. Anguilla has a very big live scene. It's more live than anything.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yes.
Lots of people playing live music
Yes.
there? Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
And the video was shot on location in Anguilla, right?
No, in Beckway. That's in the Grenadines.
In the Grenadines?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not seeing, we were hoping that we were seeing Anguilla in this video.
Well, I have other videos that, all 3 of my other videos were shot in Anguilla, between Anguilla and St. Martin.
So this is actually your 4th?
Yes.
Okay, so there are 3 singles out there under the same name, Deanna, that, you know, viewers can look you up and find them. Okay, so where do you go from here? The recordings are in the US are finished now?
Yes, and we just, whenever they have a cool idea, if I pick up an idea or a vibe or anything, I speak to the team and then they organize something and then I go up there, we record for like a week and photo sessions and the whole vibe and stuff like that. And then, so most of my songs are recorded already. We have like loads of songs in our catalog recorded. And yeah, I'm actually singing at the music festival in St. Kitts.
Yes.
And that's end of June, yes. Yeah, end of June.
All right, talk to us a little bit about your family back home.
It's a very big family. Like, I believe that the whole of Anguilla is related because it's so small. We only have 13,000 people.
Yes.
It's so small, but my mom's side of my family is fairly big, and my dad's side is more musical. Okay. So my dad, I came from a musical family. My dad used to sing with this band called the Mussington Brothers, and they're very well known around the region and stuff like that. So growing up, I was blessed to grow up around that scene, with seeing my dad perform, and I was like, okay, I want to be just like my dad. And so he would teach me certain things, like he would sit me down and as a young, like a 4-year-old or 5-year-old, and be like, whatever you see Mariah doing or whatever you see Whitney doing, just copy it, you know? And then I would do that, and then he would be like cheering me on, and then I would get all fuzzy and stuff. But I came from a musical family.
All right, so music was what you were thinking about when going to school? How
Yes.
far did you go in school? Are you
Just high
finished with
school.
studies?
Yeah.
Just high school, and then straight into music?
Yeah.
So music is full time, and you
Yes.
were always thinking about it?
Always.
And Dad, no doubt, supports you on that?
100. My mom as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to come home from school every afternoon and go on my piano. Like, my mom and my grandma used to, my mom used to be at work, so my grandma used to be like, okay, go ahead on the piano until your mom gets home. So I used to be in the mirror sometimes putting on some music, dancing and singing, and then my mom would come home, so I would just take off my clothes real quick, take off my makeup, run and go straight in my books because I didn't want her to see me like that.
So you play the piano?
Yeah, by ear though.
By ear. And that's the only one you play on
Yes.
the instrument? Do we hear you in any of your records?
Playing piano?
piano?
No, not as yet.
Not yet.
No, but soon though.
But soon.
Yeah.
All right. Deanna, it's so nice to meet you.
Same to you.
So good to have you right here on stage, and we're rooting for you, girl.
Oh, one more
Caribbean
thing.
girl.
So I'll definitely be performing at Chris Gale's Triple Century Club at 8 p.m. on Monday. So feel free to come out and tell everyone to come out as well.
Triple Century.
Yes.
In New Kingston. All right. So
And
good.
it's free. Yeah.
And it's free. It's free. It's free.
For everyone, yes.
Okay, nice. All right, still to come right here on stage, Anthony B breaking a 6-year drought.
Nothing compares to your love.
And later, Nesbeth, for the very first time since his historic performance at Jamaica House,
Look at me now.
and since the passing of his beloved wife. All coming up right here on stage. We'll be back.
My life was so lonely. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Me I take plane like JUTC.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage. So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. Foundation Firebrand Dancehall Anthony B is set to break a 6-year Jamaica performance drought this Easter weekend. The fire upon Rome Kuna, who last year was freed of marijuana charges in the US, is one of the headlining acts for the 2016 installment of the Jamaica Kite Festival in Prairie, St. Anne. Anthony B has just released a 3rd single from his Tears of Love album and is back on our stage right now. So B, blessed love, sir, remind us of what caused you to not perform in Jamaica for so long.
Well, it's a conscious decision I make after performing in Follow the Arrow 2010 in St. Anne's. That show where Bounty Killer and Vibes Cartel get into that little, and some buckle throwing went on at that show.
Okay, so that was your last,
that was my last performance
in Jamaica.
In Jamaica.
Yes.
So from that time I say, I'm not gonna perform in Jamaica for now. I'm gonna just leave shows in Jamaica for a bit because I realize it can destroy what I'm trying to build internationally.
Okay.
You understand? Because you start to lose, a lot of promoters losing credibility when they see you perform and something like that happen on a show. It don't come out that I wasn't a part of what happened, maybe another artist.
But it still affects you?
But it still affects You understand? That is what happened in Jamaican music. So anything negative in Jamaican music affect all of us across the board, reggae, dancehall. Anything positive, well, it don't always affect all of us.
Yes.
You understand? So that's a...
So people are quick to take the negative and broad brush it across the spectrum of the music.
That is it.
Wow.
You understand? So to save what I have,
yes,
and I'm trying to build globally, I decide that, okay, I'm going to leave the stages in Jamaica for a minute and go out and build my thing, because Jamaica is room for a lot of people to grow, a lot of people to breathe. So you won't be missing like that.
Okay.
You understand? Until the time you can come back and do your stuff.
So what made you want to do this particular show?
Gary G.
Oh, your Britjam Gary G.
Gary G, you know, he's always been there.
Okay.
You know, real friend, and loyalty to me is more than money. Because I've been offered a lot of other shows. Promoter called me, offering me different money to perform before.
Yes.
You understand? And I say, I'm not doing a show for now. So I was only planning to do a show January 1st, 2017, which is my show in Trelawny Stadium.
Oh, okay.
So I tell Gary G that, okay, I'm going to give him this date, because for this date right now, I'm supposed to be on tour right now at this moment.
Oh.
But if I go on tour, I got a show the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th. So I'm saying I push back the tour, so my tour starts the 1st of April in the south of Italy. So just to do this show for Gary G. This is the first time I'm going to use my live band, my own team, everything. So this is...
So it's a treat.
It's a treat.
And it's a family audience.
It's a family audience. So this is the kind of show that I'm used to globally. So this is a chance for me to give a show. And that's why I take a show like this.
Yes.
It is not a competitive show. It's not a show that you're going to, okay, tonight we are going to burn up the place. It's a show that you can go and present what you're doing on the international stage.
Because people might hear that you're the original brand artist that believes burn out everything in life. That you are a family kind of artist. You can perform for families. That's your audience.
That's the kind of audience I have.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of music. I've never seen no music that you can say, well, it can't be sung in front of a teenage or a young baby. The only dancehall song I do was Teaser and Please, and I do that not because I want the hype or I just want to show the people in Jamaica that I could do dancehall if I choose to.
Yes.
You understand? I got the potential, I have the ability, but culture, reggae, rubber dub,
conscious, and in dancehall, your dancehall is conscious dancehall.
That's what my art is, and that's who I am. That's what I want to be remembered for. That's the legacy I want to left in this world.
Nice.
Something positive, conscious and uplifting.
All right, so talk about the Tears of Love album now. How well has it done so far?
Well, on a platform where reggae music is concerned right now, I would say it's doing wonderful. It's doing the best for me in 2015 and right now, because my sales is going to 5,600 copies right now.
And in the scheme of things
right now, that's like a platinum album.
Yes.
You understand?
Absolutely.
So, and it's not on a major label. It's not on a VP, it's not on a Green Sleeve, it's not on a Universal. It's just on my own label, Bonfire Music, distributed by me.
Okay.
So it's fan-based sale.
So all these dates that you do globally, these venues and festivals and so on, your product is available?
It's available at all the Anthony B venues. So you can get a T-shirt, you can get an Anthony B CD, sometimes different product, depends upon what is in. If it's winter, we might make some winter coat. If it's summer, you might make some summer T-shirt. And people might come and say, oh, we see Anthony B out there selling his CD and selling his T-shirt, and at sometimes that more than the show.
I see. And you've been releasing singles from the album.
Yeah.
How well have they done? And,
well, the first single with me and Richie Spice, nice song, it's doing great. Because in this time now, I release song, I don't release song now and say I'm running down to get it hype out there. Yes. That's not the audience I have. If I start to do that, then I think I'm gonna lose my audience. Because these are the people who stay with you because you could have sold out, but you choose to stay loyal and real, and that's why they stay with you. But if they see you want to go in after the hype and the art, is like, okay, so it's all about money for this Rasta man now. So people don't want to see that in the conscious world. They know that money is a part of life. They know that money pay your bills and take care of your welfare, but it can't be your main focus. Because reggae conscious music is a community. Winford. So right now my community is waiting for another CD. But if I go to Jamaica and say, they would say, I don't hear music for you a long time. But if I don't put out a next CD, then the people in the community have conscious reggae music. And I say, but Anthony B don't have nothing new because they keep following you. So it's like going out there, I might say to a Jamaican, you ever hear of Midnight? They say no. But if I tell you Midnight is selling numbers of records sold in our stadium, you would say, but they do reggae. Yeah, they do reggae music. So this is what the conscious community is. It's like jazz music. You're not going to hear of the #1 selling jazz music for the year if you don't watch the Grammys.
Okay, of course.
You understand?
That's for real.
Yeah, it's when you watch the Grammys a year, this jazz album sell 35, you'll be like, I've never heard that before. So this is the kind of music that reggae is. It is a community. You would find people fly from Australia, Venezuela, come here, put on their knapsack, walk up and down, trying to go around to Trenchtown, find these little places, because to them, this is going to Trenchtown, make their history. We are a part now of reggae history. We have gone to this great place Bob Marley sing about. So to us as Jamaicans, Trenchtown is just down a Rima. But to a man out there listening to this sound,
it's a great place.
It's a great place for him.
So you've chosen to do single by single, and you focus on each. You give each his own little space and promotion. Yeah. So the one you're now promoting is?
The only dancehall song on the album.
Okay, and so that's your focus at the moment?
Yeah, so this is the one now we're going to go to the street with.
Oh, I see what you mean. So Pryor will get a piece of this. What's the name of this single?
This is called Bad Mind, Take Your Mouth Off of Me.
Bad Mind, Take Your Mouth Off of Me. Okay, cool. All right,
the video is in the making right now.
Okay, so of course, we'll just promise our viewers that they should look out right here on stage for that video coming soon. All right, so for you now, for the rest of the year, as I'm looking at the list, and I see Kenya, Ivory Coast, UK, Germany, California, Holland, a number, just to name a few of your the destinations you're going to. This year, 2016, I'm going to be, wow.
So I'm starting off, I want to say to all the people around here and to all the fans, I'll be celebrating my Earth Day party celebration in the south of Italy, coming April 1st. So to all the fans, you can go out and get your ticket from early, and thanks for your support already.
In Italy?
Yeah, so.
Wow.
That's where I will celebrate my birthday. It's a promoter and fans come together. He born the same day like me, and he has been a diehard Anthony B fan for the last 20 years.
Oh, so.
You understand? And his
so
name
he's
is
making
Mario.
it a celebration.
He asked me for 3-4 years now. So he said, please, let us do it this year. And I said, okay, I'm going to give him the go-ahead to do it.
Nice.
So I'm going to do that.
But before that, Prairie St.
Prairie St. Anne is the 28th of March. Full performance with my band, my harmony singer, my full team. You understand? Because I've never get to give Jamaica a show like I've done when I travel.
Yes.
Because when I travel, I perform for 90 minutes, 1.5 hours. I know that that's not the length of time I'm going to perform at Prairie, but it's a chance now for me. This is what I want to do now. I don't want to no longer run on a show, run on a rough cut, run on a rhythm king, you understand? I want to present what
Jamaica
I am.
Jamaica is now warming to that because we're seeing it over and over.
Yes, so.
We're seeing Barrington Levy, we're seeing Half Pint, we're seeing some artists now
ready for the presentation.
Surging again and presenting themselves the way they really are. Yeah. Because Jamaica, because of whatever reason, cost of production and so on, Jamaicans don't really get to see artists
that kind
like
of performance. Because when you come out, once you say a band change, everybody's like, well, I think take too long, man, it drawn out. So, but it's up to us in the entertainment to bring this forward to the people. And that's why I am also going to keep bringing forward my show on the 1st of January at the Trelawney Multipurpose Stadium.
Great.
So I will call on you, Winford, and
of course.
hope that
man. We'll be here for you, Anthony B. We look forward to that. All right, there you have him right here on stage, the original firebrand, Anthony B, on our stage, heading for Jamaica Kite Festival in Prairie St. Anne, Jamaica.
Look at me now.
Stay with us, still to come. Nesbeth, right here on stage.
Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. I mean, I tell you my life where them used to go.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage. So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. The past 3 or so months have delivered for Nesbeth his long-held dream in reggae.
Look at me now, look at me now, look at me.
A classic record that shattered all obstacles in the biz for the trenched down youth, whose search spanned over 10 years.
Look at me now, look at me now.
But just when he was about to realize some of the most desirable prospects of the dream, in the same period came Nesbeth's darkest hour, the passing of his beloved wife. Nonetheless, Nesbeth's dream to realize his dream lives on, and he's on our stage right now. Nesbeth, good to have you, sir. Welcome.
Much love.
So sorry about your loss. Really feel it for you, youth, because it came at a time when we thought, here's an artist who's been out there toiling, looking for that place, that special place in the music where his work is consumed, his work is heard, and then came this. How sudden was it for you?
Where to start? It was sudden enough to bring that shock, but then words can't even explain.
Yes.
And even now, sitting right here, I am really not feeling the way I would want to feel. But I do understand that such is life. She was a remarkable human. She's a wife, my wife, plus the mother of my children. And as you have said, it came in a time where no one would really want to see such thing. But I have to now face the reality. I have to look reality in the face and say, all right, such is the case. How do I move from where it is? Not only for myself, but for my kids.
Yes.
And I promise them that I'll definitely be there for them.
2 of them?
Yeah. So she got 2 kids for me.
Okay.
But I have 3 other kids.
Oh, I cannot imagine what you're feeling right now, my friend, but we appreciate you coming and sharing that with us. Are you back to work yet?
Most definitely. I have to do it.
Yes.
Because I have now realized a strength within the strength. And I sat down the other day or a night, I don't remember like when, but I realized that in every good situation, there's always bad lurking. And in every bad, there's always a good. So picturing the bad situation that I'm currently going through now, I am seeking and searching to find that good, to turn the situation from what it is. And having a dream, inspiring the world with this powerful song, I then realized that I am here on a mission and I have to do what I have to do, not just for the people out there, but for myself and my family.
How deep did you have to dig to get that, to come to that realization?
I can tell you, I had gone really deep because the day that I was invited to perform at the inauguration was the day I got the phone call that my wife's body has landed in Jamaica about 3 hours before my performance. And I'm supposed to come and identify her.
You're talking about the performance, the inauguration of the new Prime Minister.
The inauguration of the new Prime Minister. On that day, I got a call about 3 hours before my performance that my wife's body has landed in Jamaica and I must come and identify her. On that same day, I had got a call from my manager to say that my song has now been added to the BBC One Extra A-list.
That same day?
On that same day, I even realized that was the day, the 3rd of March, I lay my mom to rest 3 years ago. So when I really look back and all of that, I know that things are happening for a reason. Sometimes you will question, sometimes you will find an answer. It may not be the answer you want, but then maybe it's just the answer that you're supposed to get.
Yes.
So as I said, even to do the performance at the inauguration, that inner strength was something that I just have to do. I had to go out there and do it. And don't ask me why, because it is way, way more bigger than just sitting here with a bunch of words trying to explain the moment.
Well, you know, it was a fantastic performance. It's probably the most talked about moment of the entire inauguration of the new Prime Minister. It was the thing that most people will recall right now from that day. And it's made, and clearly now you're telling us what was behind there, what was happening in your head even in that moment, Nesbeth.
Sometimes when I watch back that performance, I am like in awe, you know, to see that all of what I have explained to you was going on in my head. Nobody know. No one know these things, because even when I had gone backstage in my tent and they were telling me that, okay, I'll be on next, I'll be on, you know, giving me an update of the performance time, I was like, I don't even know. I don't even know, because I'm telling you, my wife is a tower of strength.
For you. And
definitely, and I know that she would definitely feel good within herself, knowing where I'm coming from to where I would have reached, and it would definitely bring some lighter life in some way, shape, or form.
This song is definitely a healing song, a song that is so powerful that both parties, the PNP and the JLP, used it. And you approved the use of it by the politicians, didn't you?
Most definitely, you know, because I got a number of calls from different media.
Yes.
That asked me if it is okay for them to use the song. Now, when I really see how much the people are loving the song and how much it has changed so many lives, it would be really not cool of me to say, don't use the song, because the more the song play, it's the more it will reach the people, and the more it reaches the people, it will change the lives of the people, because the sick man want to dance when he hear the song. A man that is in incarceration want to get out when he hear the song. A man that sit down waiting for things to happen want to get up and do something for himself. So for me to be selfish to say, you know, we're not living in a stone age. I done that song, and let me say, it was me and my friend. The idea came from Nesbeth sitting down thinking about the future. And my friend Clint, you know, we decided that, okay, this is what it is and we're gonna do it. And at the end of the day, we get it done. And I am the producer for the song. But when people come and tell me how much they're feeling the song, even intellects are lost for words, trying to explain how deep the song touches them. So I know the spiritual aspect of my dream go way beyond words.
It's reminding us of who we are as a people, and that when we come together, no force on the planet can stop us. And I think too, this song may very well have influenced the calm and the civility that we experienced in the general elections.
But must, because they can't be
Yes, you
Can't
have
be
to give
playing
some
a
credit
song
to it.
like this.
And then you want war.
And then war. No, war not fit in with my dream.
No.
When you're supposed to live your dream.
The fact that the two parties wanted to use it in something as divisive and competitive as the elections. Because anyone who would walk around your song and don't use it would probably be the loser in the thing. So they didn't care that the other party was using it. They decide, why am I being at this one?
Listen, everyone have a dream.
Yes,
and I am not here to even take credit to say that the people, I give the people dream because, come on, be free. Have a dream, live your dream.
Yeah.
It will make this world a better place. Dream your dream.
Yeah. But the Rebel Salute, congrats on that. We haven't seen it since. Fantastic performance. It was a very short notice, from my understanding. You made a tremendous impact there at Rebel Salute. And I was wondering, what is your itinerary now for the rest of this year or for the near future?
My itinerary is something that I can't sit right here and explain to you. All I do know is that I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. I'll be performing at the match with Jamaica versus Costa Rica. And I'm happy to say that my song, My Dream, has been selected as the theme song for the match. I'll be performing in Canada, in Barbados, in the United States of America. I'm all over Jamaica, from one parish to the other. So I must say thanks to each and everyone out there, including yourself, for taking the time out to even make mention of Nesbeth, to even have Nesbeth right here. I must say a big thank you to even my team, because without the team, the dream would short of a letter. And once it's short of a letter, it's not going to be dream. Yeah, that's what I say. Management, eccentric. So there's so much I am here to be thankful. Even I have to be thankful for, even though I am going through one of my darkest moments. And I also want to thank the most honorable Andrew Olness for extending such invitation. But I also want to say that whoever was chosen to lead the country at that particular time would still get the benefit of Nesbeth performing My Dream song, because it is a national song. As some would say, a national anthem.
Well, my friend, you're giving us so much in your dark moment in this song, in just one song, that I can only take the time right now to thank you and to on behalf of all of those who we were not able to reach, like you sit with me now and say, on their behalf, you're most welcome, Nesbeth, for the thanks that you're extending to all of us right here. You're more than welcome, sir. And we hope to see more coming from you. No pressure. No pressure. Lots of credit to you, my friend.
Much love and respect, man.
Nes,
Thanks. Much love.
So good to have you, sir.
My dream is to live my dream. So your dream is to also live your dream.
Wow. What a wonderful way to thank you again, sir.
Blessings.
And to thank everyone around the world who have watched this segment, this whole show this week. Winfred Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you again and inviting you to join us again next week for more on stage.
My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is to live my dream. Hear the most high in me sleep when me sleep. Tell you my goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal. Live a happy life, put it on me headstone. Nobody no fi cry over me dead.
Alright.
Hi, thanks for watching our video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking right here and enjoy so much more where that came from.
I don't wanna wait in vain for your love.